Morning Wood, Catherine Morning Wood.
Yep.
From
I see it.
Buffalo Bayou.
Yep.
Controversy.
Yes. Of course.
Yes. So, shall we set the stage for everyone? I suppose we should.
Sure.
Let's dive right in.
All right, let's dive right into it. All right, so label approvals, and Caleb, you can educate us on what exactly goes through on the labeling process. But the controversy, I think it hit on Monday. The name of the beer, Morning Wood. And after some research from our crack research team, you said what? It's like 16 or 17 beers nationwide called Morning Wood? Was that
there's
something like that?
quite a few.
It's not exactly, you know, a new name for a beer. It's been used. Okay, so it's a morning. So it's got coffee. Do they barrel age or just add oak or something to this beer? I believe with it says Imperial Stout with coffee, cinnamon, vanilla, and oak. So okay, good enough. Got you there. Makes sense.
It sounds like they're aging it on some wood.
Yes. So the as Hazel weighs in the
Hey,
background.
Hazel. How's it
Yeah,
going?
Hazel doesn't approve.
No,
No, can't blame her.
we should just do it. We need like a Hazel cam or something.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's not really where the controversy was. The controversy came in with the label description,
Right.
and
Which is very in depth.
so I will
we got
I will
it
read
here.
it now in the tone that I believe should be for this label approval. Ready?
Okay.
I'm going to channel my inner bro.
I'm ready. Do it.
So open wide, get ready to smile. It's the best part of waking up. Coffee, beer, and coffee cake in one swell swallow. Be careful, this beer is so big, you'll need to hold it with both hands. Layers of cinnamon and coffee build up to a dark chocolate climax and a satisfying oaky vanilla finish. No blueberries here, boys. Pairs well with bacons. Bacons?
It's got to be a typo.
And unfertilized eggs. Or take it to go and make your morning walk a little less shameful. Morning Wood's pop may fade with age, so use it before you lose it. P.S. Next time you're at a family brunch, ask Grandma why she chuckles every time she calls Grandpa an early riser. And that's the description. Was that sufficient, you think?
That was good.
Was that kind
That
of...
was well
Did
done.
an excellent
All right.
job.
Yeah.
And that's right off their label.
That's
We
right
saw
off.
it right there.
Okay, so one typo.
Yeah. Because he was so excited about writing that label, but grammar was not.
Yeah. Well, you can have testosterone overload early in the
Yeah.
morning sometimes, and your
For
vision
sure.
is blurred. But all right, so we have the label, the description, everything. We've set it out there. Caleb, let's get some education real quick. What goes into the label approval process? It has to go to the TABC, correct?
It does.
And what are they looking for at the TABC?
Mostly they're looking for the names. I would think that the name's not obscene. The alcohol's on the bottle.
The name's not
Yeah.
obscene, so Morning Wood would not be considered.
I don't think that's,
Okay. They
You
don't
have, you have other beers with much
like something like
more colorful names.
well, like Pecker Wrecker.
But
from
those get
Rawson.
approved too, so I don't know. Is that what makes the label obscene, or what makes the name obscene? I wonder.
I think it's when it has like a drug reference.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Or and then they're making sure that you're not putting like false information on it.
Like
Right.
this beer will clear acne.
Exactly. You can't put anything that can't be scientifically proven.
Okay.
You have to have the amount that's in the bottle
Okay.
and some way to signify the alcohol. May it be the ale beer or actually have the alcohol percentage on the bottle. And really, I think that's about it. I think that's all they care about.
Okay. So that's it. So they're not the moral police.
No.
That's the Brewers Association's job.
Yeah,
Now.
that's the BA.
Okay.
BA.
So the controversy, I don't know that anybody would have really picked up on this. I mean, Morning Wood, whatever, it's fine. People do silly names all the time, but the description, it offended one young lady from Pink Boot Society, which is the group of female professional brewers, right? There's a pretty good documentary. I forget the name of it off the top of my house, but they follow like 3 members of the Pink Boot Society. I should have done more notes. Anyway, it's good. You should watch it. Heard an interview with her.
Is it on Netflix?
No, No, I'm sure where it
So,
went.
Catherine, what's your take on this?
Yeah, Catherine, you're a woman.
Well, I didn't used to care that much until recently when I've been seeing like all these, I've been reading a lot of articles about it and I've been thinking about it a lot. And I think there's like a few different issues. Okay. First of all, we all know that like my show is incredibly inappropriate.
Yes.
Right.
That's
and
the reason I was.
I have a mouth like a sailor and there I have no line. However, I think that when people say things like they post articles about how craft beer might die, or they say things about how not enough people are supporting their local beer. Beer is a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when people are creating labels and marketing things, they're completely discounting an entire gender of possible buyers.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the truth, right? And then I saw an argument that said, well, women don't drink craft beer. Women don't drink craft beer because it's not marketed to them, like ever. Even Bud Light markets to women.
That's true. Like their latest round of marketing, they've gone away from kind of the bro thing to the coworker thing.
Because women can. It sucks that you have to go to buy your beer and you would have to sift through labels to pick up some beer for like a bridal shower or a baby shower. Like that's where we should be with beer right now, and we're not there because women are buying wine because wine is friendly.
This one here, though, well, the thing that was most disturbing, I guess everybody that drinks craft beer, I will say, is for the most part, I've never met somebody so uptight that drinks craft beer that you're like, how do you get through the day? Most people are pretty laid back and are pretty cool, right?
Well, you're drinking beer.
Yes, it lends itself to being pretty easygoing and approachable and that sort of thing. But the thing that was brought up with this post, and I'm not going to say her name. You can go, if you're in the Texas Let's Talk Craft Beer group, you can go back and see it, but I didn't get her permission, so I don't want to throw her out there.
Yeah.
But I will say Pink Boot Society, because that's a big group of professional women brewers and that sort of thing. But the thing that bothered me the most is the point that she brought up, not feeling comfortable bringing this stuff up. It's like she stepped out to bring it up.
Because it's a bros club.
Yes, and then no more than 10 seconds later, as soon as she threw that out,
There's some jerk guy saying
yes,
something.
Point made, proven, validated, all right there in about 2 seconds, where they called her snowflake and get over yourself and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
and
of course.
They had to promptly, Andrew promptly turned off all the comments.
That was much later, actually. That was yes, that was quite a bit later. It hung out for a day,
Maybe that's when he saw it.
No, he saw it. He gave it enough time to breathe, I think. But I think, and I'm not going to speak for Andrew, but if I had to interpret it for a reason, I think the reason it was shut down, I think everything was said that needed to be said, and everything else after that was just going to be piling on one side or the other. And it's not like he quashed anybody's opinions or anything like that. I think it was just what was said needed to be said. But the thing that it did bother me a lot, because you can put yourself in any one of those groups that, if you bring up your opinion in a group of people that don't agree with you, it's very easy for the majority to, smash you. Kind of that,
Right.
the oppression of the majority or whatever. It's a real thing. You see it in politics. If you hang out with a bunch of liberal people and you happen to swing conservative, or if you hang out with a bunch of conservative people and you swing liberal, if you're a Christian but you're in a very atheist secular group, that kind of thing will happen a lot. They'll make fun of you pretty quick. It's the same sort of thing. You should never be. I don't think anybody should ever be made to feel that their opinion is not something that can be expressed, and that's oppression, I guess, in its truest point or truest nature. And that's what bothered me the most. She should feel free, and any woman, that loves craft beer, brews craft beer, is around craft beer, should feel comfortable stating their opinion and why they object to something. Then we can have the debate after that. Was this actually offensive? Look at it and decide for yourself, I guess, right? That's where this goes, right, Catherine? We're not saying everybody.
Well, I think that I don't know. People can do what they want to do. It's their business, right? Mm-hmm. I think that your beer should speak for itself, and you shouldn't have to put these kinds of labels on it. If you have good beer, if it's good beer, then it's good beer, and you don't have to go out of your way to be shocking right?
Right.
I also think that there's another issue, which is that, you know, everything is a journey, and people don't just pop out of the womb being creeps. Like, it's a journey, right? So even though for some people it's harmless, for other people it's not. It's creepy and gross, and it's just one step towards that person being creepier. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it.
Yeah. I don't think anybody. Well, obviously, it's it's a freedom thing. The one thing that did surprise me, and full disclosure, I've had Razul on Interbrews a number of times, and I like Razul a lot. I consider him a pretty intelligent guy. His approach to beer at Buffalo Bayou and at Buffalo Bayou as a whole. This doesn't really jive with the descriptors and things that they've done in the past. Like
It's kind of off the wall.
it is. It's off the wall. It was out of character. It seemed like I wonder where it came from. And we did get a response from Razul, right, on Facebook.
Yes, we
He
did.
eventually did.
Hey, you want to see it now?
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. This is his response.
This one, okay. Do you want to read? I do a pretty good Razul.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah,
don't.
go for it.
I need to work on my Razul. But he said, I sincerely apologize. This was just supposed to be a dumb dick joke. Nothing more, nothing less. Apparently, it totally bombed and hurt people in the process. And for that, I'm sorry. I'm also sorry I hadn't gotten to comment on this yet. I waited to take the time to read everyone's responses, filter out the intolerable stuff, and really understand what was going on, because apparently I missed something on the front end. Hopefully the front end.
That's nice.
Yes. No, good. And there
That's
was
the
more.
appropriate response.
Yeah, there's
There's more to it, and you can go on Facebook and see. But that was the gist
end,
of front end, huh? Yeah.
Was that another sexual innuendo
I don't. Yeah, I don't
in his
think.
apology?
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think so. But yes, okay. So that's what I'll say about that. Razul has always, he's always been he's a creative. He's a creative type. Artistic. He takes an artistic approach to his beers. I mean, you look at anything Buffalo Bayou has ever put out there; it's always very skews artistic. I mean, they have the good brewing science and all that stuff behind it, but I'm saying, like, they seem to take an artistic approach, that sort of thing. Anyway, so I don't guess we'll see these labels on the shelves. I don't know. He didn't say, did he? Did it say?
I don't think he said he was going to pull him.
Okay.
Pull it off the
Is that-
shelves.
Wait, is that another?
What?
Stop
Pull,
it.
pull it?
Don't.
At least he responded. Some people could have just tried to
Yeah,
ignore
I
it.
appreciate that.
Yeah. So there you go. So Rez will respond. We'll see if it's actually, because how much does like a bag of labels cost? Like, do you buy them in a bag?
No, they come in rolls.